news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Hey, it's
I thought
Jeff.
you were really frozen, actually.
Did you? Well, I got all the blinking stuff in the background. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jeff Sills.
You know, one of these days you're going to do that and have like a stroke, and everybody's going to be sitting there waiting for like hours. You know that, don't you?
If I had to die while I'm streaming, let it be at that point. That would be great.
Yes, that would be the point. All right.
Yeah.
So to start off the news, Disney recently kicked off celebrations for the National Streaming Day in Los Angeles.
Disney kicking
on this
off
Thursday night
celebrations for National Streaming Day a few hours early with a spectacular drone show over downtown LA. More than 300 drones lit up the night sky with the Disney logo and designs featuring some of the company's most legendary entertainment properties, including ESPN, Hulu, and National Geographic. National Streaming Day is tomorrow, so expect Disney to celebrate with trailer releases and some other teasers for its shows and movies. Disney is the parent company of ABC7.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Disney has some really good shows, yeah.
Yeah, they've really kind of dived into the whole drone show.
You know, the one I'm excited is Obi-Wan Kenobi. There's a Kenobi show coming out on Disney Plus.
Is there?
Okay.
Yeah.
Crickets. Yeah, it's all about his life on Tatooine.
Okay. And yes, Jeff, I believe you said dived in. Did you say dived in? I think you did. I mean, that's all right. We love you anyway.
Dive bar.
Looking good without that beard. You look 10 years younger.
Yes, unfortunately.
What's next?
All right. So in Seward, Alaska, the University of Alaska Fairbanks has a research vessel called Nanook, which was recently on site to recover a 5-foot-long, bright pink underwater sea glider. This sea glider was designed to dive 3,281 feet and roam remote parts of the ocean autonomously. It was deployed in the Gulf of Alaska this spring to provide an understanding of the ocean's chemistry in the area of climate change. This drone was measuring CO2 concentrations, which is a quantifier for ocean acidification. It's mostly done from ships and buoys and moorings tethered to the ocean floor. It's the first time they've actually used a drone that did this for, quite a long time. And then they knew where it was going to surface. They went out there and happened to be within the area to, once it surfaced, to get the equipment off of it really quickly and make sure that they didn't lose the data that the thing had been collecting for so long.
Oh, cool.
And it's pink. That's the best part.
It's pink. That's I just thought that was interesting.
There's probably a reason for that. That's maybe sharks don't attack pink stuff.
I was thinking it might have some shark teeth marks in it if it's in the ocean for that long.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Have you ever, Ken? Have you ever done a underwater drone kind of RC thing?
No, I haven't, but I really want to.
Every single time I get reached out, they're like, "Hey, do you want to review this thing?" And then it never goes through for some reason. I say, "Yeah, it sounds great. Send it to me." They're $800 to $2,000, right?
Yeah.
But I've never actually. If anybody is watching right now and has an underwater drone that I could review, please let me know.
Yes, please go ahead and send it here. Ken Heron, P.O. Box 1281, Huntington, Tennessee. And I will definitely forward it to Kelly.
Yeah, along with my $10.
Yeah. All right. So if any of the audience happens to live in Salt Lake City, the Wal-Mart mega retailer, is going to be launching its drone delivery service in 6 states and 34 store locations, one of which is Salt Lake City, which will be coming this year.
Oh, yeah.
When it goes live, the new service will operate from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and allow customers within the delivery area to order from tens of thousands of eligible items for delivery by air in as little as 30 minutes for a fee of $3.99.
That's right. Yeah, it's going to happen. And it will last until they no longer get publicity for it, or someone shoots it down. Do they have their beyond visual line of sight?
Yeah, I mean, they've gotten their approvals from the FAA to be able to do this, and they're also going to be flying orders up to 10 pounds for delivery.
Wow!
So, that's going to be interesting. I'm kind of curious to see how this works.
I can't wait till 10 years from now when we're celebrating the 10-year anniversary of that service.
It will be interesting.
It will be.
All right. So, as we have reported in the past, the United States has been providing the Ukrainians with a wealth of interesting, fantabulous weapons. Our Switchblade Kamikaze drones, as well as another Kamikaze drone that the name escapes me, that we haven't even got a chance to use ourselves. The Ukrainians get to use it first. But recently, the Ukrainian Special Operation Forces released a video of one of these Kamikaze drones taking out a Russian tank.
I saw this. This is awesome.
Oh, right. Huh. Now, you don't see the actual explosion. I mean, from the it disappears before
it loses. I've crashed enough things to know that by the time it crashes, you no longer have a signal.
Right. Well, it's you know how like when you crash a 4K camera, it never gets because of the buffer.
Write the file. The file never closes, and so can't get the footage.
Yeah, and this is one of the loitering drones. So, it had been loitering around until they had located the tank, and then they directed the suicide drone to hit the tank.
So you're saying, Jeff, we have the U.S. has some of these that we've never used?
There's two different types. There's a Switchblade, and we reported on it a couple of weeks back.
Butterfly knife?
No, there's a second one, and the name just escapes me, but we gave it to the Ukrainians before we've ever used it operationally.
All right, so Canada,
they're essentially
Canada,
yeah,
we're looking at you, Canada. Just saying.
How much is one of those?
Oh, I have.
Every time I see one of these amazing weapons like a tomahawk or anything, I'm thinking, how much?
No. The little Switchblade drones and stuff like that are not supposed to be
acceptable. Only like 10, 20 grand.
They're less than the tank that they're taking out, right? That's really, it's like chess, right? You don't want to lose your knight, but if you can take a queen, you're going to lose your knight. So we're launching knights at queens.
Yeah, I know. You can't think of it in terms as a consumer drone cost.
And I know Chris is probably going to sample that, launching knights at queens.
All right. So next in the news, hacking, or I guess the idea of interfering with technology is a cybersecurity issue that we have all seen in various ways, from banks being hacked to businesses being hacked, et cetera. We've seen drones get hacked, et cetera. So a Florida Atlantic University has been working in concert with a company called Cubatech and L3 Harris to lead the effort in creating a quantum network to maneuver drones in areas, inclement weather, different terrains, et cetera, for adapting to environments such as warfare. But it's using this quantum security that they've developed that prevents the drones from being hacked. They're using this in conjunction with aircraft, satellites, and other optical networks that would allow the drones to be able to function in areas, that you would normally be concerned about them being taken over. I mean, obviously, we saw the Iranians, hacked one of our drones. And
you mean like
these
RF guns that take over the telemetry signal and make the drone land? It's impervious to that.
They make the drone go to the CVS and buy a bunch of gift cards and then give them the numbers for the gift. That's what the drones do.
But
these actually happened to my grandmother, so I know this firsthand. So,
wow.
Yeah,
but is this drone impervious to interference by interlopers?
Kings from African kings who want to give you millions of dollars.
Yes, it doesn't answer emails from African kings, but it does include ground stations, laser and fiber optics that share the same level of quantum secured information to prevent the information that's being transitioned from the drones to other areas, such as targeting systems or things that they use for like mapping and et cetera, preventing that information from being stolen.
Okay, good.
Did you see what North 49 RC called it?
What?
A force multiplier.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Anything with the word quantum in it.
Well, Jeff said it had Qbert technology, so that means it can jump up on little ledges and land on things. Is that Didn't you mention Qbert technology?
Wow.
Did I hear you wrong?
Wow.
Yeah, we're jumping way back.
Wow.
Way back.
Jeff,
love
Jeff
Qbert
did you give him
days.
some of your Windex to drink? Is that what you did? Okay.
No,
All right.
no, I'm serious.
All right.
And I didn't even prep him before the show. It's crazy.
Okay.
All right, so FPV pilot Eric Hellinger recently got an opportunity to do something rather unique. He got a chance to fly an FPV drone around the News 5 studio on TV.
Oh. That's cool.
That's really cool.
We need more of this, actually, because
Yeah, we do.
FPV in particular is kind of fringe. And, you know, people, when they see it for the first time, they're like, whoa, I want to do that. So we need more of this stuff to get out there so that people are familiar with it. Don't you agree, Kelly?
So I used to work at KXAN here in Austin. I still know the news director. I'm gonna hit him up. I think that would be super fun.
Yeah, anytime you can get on. My goal is to get on one of these late night shows. I want to put goggles on Stephen Colbert or something.
Did you see, by the way, Ken, and Jeff, did you see footage from Ambulance? Did you see, what's his name? The young kid from DRL.
Vanover.
Vanover. Did
Alex
you see his
Vanover.
footage from?
Yeah,
Alex
I actually spoke with Alex at Rampage.
But you saw the footage from Ambulance?
I did.
I haven't watched the movie, but I watched a little doc on it. Oh, man, that was he's like going under cars as they're jumping up.
Yep, I talked to the guy who supplied the drones to them for that shoot.
Wow.
This is what happens when you tell Jerry Bruckheimer he can put a camera anywhere. So
yeah. Watch that movie. It's got very FB. There's
Is it a straight to video thing?
I don't think it's. I don't know.
But
if
it's like on Netflix.
It's in select theaters. I think it is streaming.
Okay. No, I want to check it out just for the flying. I just watched a little mini documentary on YouTube about it. It's
very
the
impressive.
weirdest stuff pops up in my feed. Like
and we're going to see a lot more of that.
We're
going to see a lot more of that.
Yeah.
All right. So next in the news, a robot recently designed by scientists from the Behang University, Imperial College London, and EMPA is capable of switching from an underwater drone to an aerial vehicle in less than a second.
Okay. Oh.
Whoa.
And it's got this cool suction cup thing on it, too.
Yeah. The suction disc was inspired by the remora fish.
Wow.
They have the adhesive discs that allow them to ride on other marine creatures, such as whales and sharks. This allows the drone to hitchhike on wet or dry moving objects to significantly reduce its power consumption.
And now look at this. This is how it goes underwater, because if it were regular non-folding props, then it would require more power for the motors. And then when it gets in
almost like a boat's propeller.
Yeah, and then when it gets in the air, then it can switch over. This is fascinating.
Yeah. Oh man, I think scratch the underwater submarine. I want one of these.
Yeah, the idea of being able to use this for research expeditions, wildlife surveys, and remote environments, etc., is just phenomenal. I really hope that we get more feedback to the universities that put this into practice.
That's really cool.
I just want one of those fishy suction cup grip things.
Right.
That's what I want.
So you can get your drink from the bottom of the pool, right?
No, I'll put that so my battery doesn't my 6S doesn't fly off when I'm doing spins.
There you go.
All right, so as drone pilots, we are always looking for more opportunities to be able to use our drones in business, and we've seen drones used for power line investigations, work in the oil fields, work in different various groups. But a new, I guess, way of using drones is in loss investigations. So if you have a site or an area that had equipment that was damaged by a severe weather or some sort of thing that would prevent you from being able to physically get to the location to assess the damage or to audit what was done, normally you'd just have to wait till you can get in there. Now, companies such as Engineering, Design, and Testing Corporation, or EDT, is working to bring drones as the ability to bring drones to do the ability of investigating these natural disasters or incidents, and be able to use drones to fly into areas that would normally be unsafe for humans and still be able to get the information they need for the loss assessments.
That's great. Drones are good. See?
Drones are good.
Yeah. Drones are good. Drones aren't evil.
And it's another opportunity for drone pilots everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of opportunity to be had still. Yep.
And speaking of opportunity, recently Tom Brady decided to have a video of him hitting a golf ball.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of controversy as to whether or not this hole-in-one that's been making the round is real or fake.
Well, I will tell you this. Tom Brady doesn't need any more good luck. But he's good. He's good at everything. Apparently, also good at editing video. But you be the judge. Check this out. It's a great video.
That's looking good. Pretty damn good.
Oh, that's in the hole. That's in. That's it.
Ah!
Like, dude, perfect.
We're selling it. Yeah. So here's the video from the drone.
That would be very difficult to follow a golf ball.
You have to time it right.
Wow.
So
You know, great shot, but what about that pilot? I mean, man, that was some flying.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If I mean, do you
We
think
have
it's
had drone pilots in the past that have followed footballs, they've followed baseballs, they've followed golf balls. So the possibility of a drone being able to follow the golf ball has been demonstrated as being physically capable. But whether or not this is real is I leave it up to the
Well, Bob Casey makes a pretty good point that it looks like he was not at the tee box. Like he wasn't driving from the tee box. He was shooting an iron from the fairway.
right. And
so-
Tom Brady did say that didn't count as a hole in one. Whether he got it in one shot from that distance is another thing. And I will say
that might have been shot number 3 on a par 4.
let me
but it's still a
play
good
that
shot.
again and see if you notice something.
2, 1, swing.
I'll fast forward past all the fake acting here. Whoa, we got okay. We're awesome. Okay, yeah. All right. Look very closely. Did you see it? Did you see it?
No.
You didn't see it?
Was it Bloody Mary?
No,
Bloody Mary,
no,
Bloody Mary,
no,
Bloody Mary.
The golf
No.
ball was slightly deflated. Awesome. Jeff, thank you very much for the news, my friend.
You are most welcome.
All righty.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
We should probably mention remotepilot101.com. Isn't it a great place?
Great place.
It is a great place. Tell us about your place, Jason.
So, Remote Pilot 101, no one has prepared more Part 107 pilots than us. And you'll be pleased, those of you who are current customers now, you're going to be experiencing version 3 and a brand new learning management system in about 2 weeks. So the best just keeps on getting better. RemotePilot101.com. Use promo code Heron18, which, by the way, Ken,
Yeah.
I can't brag on you enough. When we search promo codes, you know me, I'm all about our marketing and everything else. Heron18 is the most used promo code. Your people listen to you, Ken.
Yay! Thank
Seriously.
you, people. I appreciate that. And
That's cool.
you've been very busy updating the lessons too, because
There's not a every video has gotten a facelift. There's 76 videos in there. Every single one has gotten a facelift. The course has gone from 9 hours to almost 12 hours now. There's just so much new content. We're always trying to innovate, push new content. Now with all the recurrent tests changing so much, we're like, wow, we just launched our new course. We need to fix it now. So we're back to that. I was just reviewing some of the stuff our writers sent over earlier for some of the content, and there's some more great stuff coming out here soon as well.
and you take actual questions that test takers give you and kind of incorporate those in the quizzes too, right? So they're actual FAA questions.
We have a ton of data on that, no doubt. So yeah, and I always share, you know this, Ken, I call them the boot camps at the end, where I share, this is a question you're going to see on your knowledge test. Let's not memorize it. Let's understand the why behind it. But just to prepare them for the knowledge test. You know this though, Ken, I want you to be safe in the real world. my mission isn't just to pass a test. I want you safe when you're out there flying FPV, whatever it is, so you can be a light and be a mentor to everybody else that's out there wondering about what this new drone space is, even though it's not that new, but to many it is so new. We have to be ambassadors to that.
You're a shining star, Jason. A shining star. Awesome.